Stop advertising YouTube.
Huh?
Stop advertising YouTube.
I'm just posting the link.
I know, but we have
JNS.TV.
exactly for a reason. It's just easier for people to tell it, so like advertise.
What is going on? We might have to, hey, Jordan. Let's get everybody. Can you help me get everybody downstairs?
Yeah. Because it's too loud.
Yeah.
Hey guys, if you don't mind, go downstairs while he does the
This mic is too good. It picks up everything. Then you'll go downstairs. It's just too much noise. Yeah, it's live. All right. Got the noise. What is going on, peeps? How is it going, Sean? What is up? All right, so what? This right here. All right, and thank you guys. Sassy. There we go. That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do. Posting. Getting it all out of the way. Out of the way. All right, pretty much got that link. All right, I'll do one more place. Hope everybody's having a really great day so far. Go ahead while we're still gonna let people kind of flood in. All right, cool. Oh no, I know where I gotta go. I gotta go to the Gotta go to the boys. There they are. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Thank you so much, bro. Perfect, John. Thank you, guys. All right. I do this every day, but I'm gonna go grab some water because I don't have any, and she won't go get me none. So.
Excuse me, did you ask? No.
I don't have to.
Assuming.
See, and see, you're not gonna get up.
Hi.
And you're not.
Hi. Excuse me, where are you going?
I'm back.
He's
Look
back
at
and
you.
better than ever.
Look
My
at you.
God.
Come here. Come here. Hey, no. Come here. What are you doing?
Hanging out with his
I wanted
mother.
to say hi to you.
Go say hi. Go.
Come here. Come on. Come here. Come on.
Oh, that was good, Joe.
Yes.
That was good, Joe.
Everybody, real quick, I just want to say hi. Say hi, Gramps. This is our puppy. What's going on, boy? What you doing? You're not even saying hi to the camera. Speak. Grandpa, Grandpa, you wanna go for a I'm not gonna do that to you. Alright. Random distraction there for a second. Guys, welcome. Ben, what is up, Dean? So what's the topic of debate tonight? Religion, aliens, money, meaning of life. You can't go wrong. Oh my goodness, Sean. We're not trying to go too hard on all that tonight. We can. It's what remember, guys, it's a lucrative classroom. It's what needs to be discussed, not that there is topics, but not that there has to be one thing that's not discussed. That's the point of class. I don't have my phone. Yes, I do. It is 11:13. All right, so we are going to go ahead, lock it in. So I'm going to make sure that everybody's good on notifications, and then I'm going to close out of Facebook. Make sure that you guys also have your pen and paper with you. We are going to be reading another scroll tonight as well. We're going to be reading scroll 5 tonight. We're going to be checking the news. We're going to be building up for NFP. Let me fix the camera so y'all can see my my ugly mug. All right, so all right, everybody's good. Dope. Awesome. So I'm gonna close out of Facebook. If anybody's gonna send me a message on Facebook, just let me know. Just send it into the chat so I can make sure that I know that everybody is sending me messages in the chat. So guys, like I said, it's already 11:13, so we're gonna go ahead and kick things off right. If this is your first time ever in one of the Trade House streams, one thing that we do to start everything up, and for everybody who can hear me right now, I want you to stop what you're doing, everything that you're doing right now, because no matter what it is that you're doing, this exercise is helpful. It's beneficial. It's not just for trading. It's not just for exercising. It's for meditation. It's for preparing food. It's for, about to talk to somebody, maybe close a business deal, anything. Breathing, guys. So I know that all my normal peeps know. So For anybody who might be new, what I want you to do is just go ahead and close your eyes. Right now, I just want you to close your eyes and form your hand. Just get in a comfortable position. It is nice to have your hands in a pose, a prayer pose, or anything that is just comfortable from you, comfortable for you. So what I want you to do is take in the biggest deep breath that you can right now. And slowly but surely, the more breaths that you take, the more and more your lungs will expand. So go ahead and do that. Expand your lungs right now. You're not going to be able to take as much on the first breath as you will on that fourth breath that's meaningful. So I'm going to go ahead and start with mine. Keep your eyes closed, guys. And I just want you to listen to what I'm going to tell you right now. No matter what you are dealing with right now at this current experience of your life, do not think about what's going to happen tomorrow. Do not think about what has happened yesterday. Those things do not serve you. What serves you is what you are doing in the very moment that you are living in and how you can improve to the next level. It's not, oh, I'm going to do it tomorrow. That doesn't exist. Tomorrow isn't here. Where we are is right here and right now. Continue your breathing. So as you move forward every single day that you get to wake up and your eyes open and you are conscious and you are aware that you are going to get done the things that you need to do. It's not that you hope that they're going to get done or that they will get done later. Later isn't real, guys. So always remember to approach everything that you're doing with the steadfast courage and the determination and the laser point focus that you will accomplish whatever goals that you have set out for that day. If you have a goal that you would like to move into the future, break it down into all of the different daily types of goals that you have to accomplish in order to accomplish the mountain. You don't climb the mountain in one day. It takes series and series of different days of different altitudes, different troubles, different situations, different environments, everything. So you have to be able to approach that all as one, no matter what you are faced with. And also, guys, with that being said, I really thank you guys so much, whoever is hearing me right now, for being here tonight at class. I know that everybody after this webinar, we're all going to be on the London session. And then even what we did last night, we got onto a webinar after that. There are people out here that are doing what it takes, no matter where they are or who they are, that they are doing what it takes to get it done, get it taken to that next level. And for that, I thank you. Open your eyes up, guys. Welcome to the Trade House stream, guys. My name is Mike. If this is your first time, let me know, please. Go ahead and go ahead and just go type into the chat right now. If you are watching by yourself or with a group of people or whatever it is, and you do not have the ability to communicate in this chat, honestly, you're not going to get it's just honestly, it's setting you up for a harder road when you could, in theory, have an account or something created and that you would be able to watch and also talk, be a parent in the classroom as well, be able to be yourself heard, network with other people, all of that good stuff. We don't have to talk about that. So guys, we're going to go ahead and start. Remember, he's holding me accountable. So what we read yesterday was a scroll marked 4. Yeah, here's 2. Here's 3. I will persist until I succeed. Number 4, I am nature's greatest miracle. And that's what it had talked about yesterday. So now we're going to read the scroll marked 5. And I literally just did this. Welcome, TJ. Welcome. So guys, one thing that I like to do, how I like to open things up, is not only with those breathing exercises and make sure that you're continuing them and giving your body what it needs to be successful at everything that you do. That is oxygen. You have to have oxygen in your body in order to operate. That includes learning, that includes performing, that includes everything. So one thing that we are going to do is that we are going to go through another scroll of the book The Greatest Salesman in the World by Og Mandino. It is something that everybody's been wanting us to do as a group. So I'm going to read it's just one scroll. It's just a couple of pages. It's not like the whole book or anything. It's just powerful, powerful, powerful affirmations that we should be hearing every single day. So here, I'm going to start it off. The scroll marked 5. Let me get some water. I want you guys, and even if you will, close your eyes and just do your breathing exercise and just listen. Close your eyes. Do not have your focus anywhere else. I will live this day as if it's my last. And what shall I do with this last precious day which remains in my keeping? Oh, wait. No. I'm sorry. I read that one yesterday. I'm sorry. All right. Today, I will master my emotions. The tides advance. The tides recede. Winter goes and summer comes. Summer wanes and the cold increases. The sun rises, the sun sets. The moon is full, the moon is black. The birds arrive, the birds depart. Flowers bloom, flowers fade. Seeds are sown, harvests are reaped. All nature is a circle of moods, and I'm a part of nature. So like the tides, my moods will rise and my moods will fall. Namaste. Today, I will master my emotions. It is one of nature's tricks, little understood, that each day I awaken with moods that have changed from yesterday. Yesterday's joy will come today's sadness, yet today's sadness will grow into tomorrow's joy. Inside me is a wheel that is constantly turning from sadness to joy, from exhalation to depression, from happiness to I'm sorry, Malak, I can't say that word. I'm sorry. Like the flowers. Today's full bloom of joy will fade and wither into despondency. Yet I will remember that as today's dead flower carries the seed of tomorrow's bloom, so too does today's sadness carry the seed of tomorrow's joy. Today I will be the master of my emotions. And how will I master these emotions that so each day will be productive? I love that part. For unless my mood is right, the day will be a failure. Trees and plants depend on the weather to flourish, but I make my own weather. Yet I transport it with me. If I bring rain and gloom and darkness and pessimism to my customers, they will react with rain and gloom and darkness and pessimism as they will purchase not. If I bring joy and enthusiasm and brightness and laughter to my customers, they will react with joy, enthusiasm, and brightness and laughter, and my weather will produce a harvest of sales and a granary of gold for me. Today I will master my emotions. And how will I master my emotions so that every day is a happy day and a productive one? I will learn the secret of the ages. Weak is he who permits his thoughts to control his actions. Strong is he who forces his actions to control his thoughts. Each day, when I awaken, I will follow this plan of battle before I am captured by the forces of sadness, self-pity, and failure. If I feel depressed, I will sing. If I feel sad, I will laugh. If I feel ill, I will double my labor. If I feel fear, I will plunge ahead. If I feel inferior, I will not wear new garments. If I feel uncertain, I will raise my voice. If I feel poverty, I will think of wealth to come. If I feel incompetent, I will remember past success. If I feel insignificant, I will remember my goals today. I will be a master of my emotions. Henceforth, I will know that only those with inferior ability can always be at their best, and I am not inferior. There will be days when I must constantly struggle against forces which would tear me down. Those such as despair and sadness are simple to recognize, but there are others which approach with a smile and with a hand of friendship, and they can also destroy me. Against them too, I must never relinquish control. If I become overconfident, I will recall my failures. If I overindulge, I will think of past hungers. If I feel complacency, I will remember any competition. If I enjoy moments of greatness, I will remember moments of shame. If I feel all powerful, I will try to stop the wind. If I attain great wealth, uh, I will remember unfounded mouth. If I become overly proud, I will remember a moment of weakness. If I feel my skill is unmatched, I will look at the stars. Today, I will master my emotions. And with this new knowledge, I will also understand and recognize the moods of him who I call. I will make allowances for his anger and irritation of today, for he knows not the secret of controlling his mind. I can withstand his narrow his arrows of his arrows and insults for now. I know that tomorrow he will change and be a joy to approach. No longer will I judge a man on the one meeting. No longer will I fail to call again tomorrow on he who meets with me with hate today. This day he will not buy gold chariots for a penny, yet tomorrow he would exchange his home for a tree. My knowledge of this secret will be my key to great wealth. Today I will master my emotions. Henceforth, I will recognize and identify the mastery of moods in all mankind, and in me from this moment. I am prepared to control whatever personality awakens in me each day. I will master my moods through positive action, and when I master my moods, I will control my destiny. Today, I control my destiny, and my destiny is to become the greatest salesman in the world. I will become master of myself. I will become great. Namaste. That, guys, is Scroll Mart 5 in The Greatest Salesman of the World. And really what I love about those books so much, or what about those scrolls so much, is that all those scrolls are affirmations. I will persist until I succeed. Today, I will master my emotions. Today. Not tomorrow, not yesterday. I'm going to think about what all of even, and I'm not even going to think about all of the bad things that have happened, but even he inverses it and flips it and says, I'm not even going to strive in all of the success that I have. I will always be humble and remember where I came from. Or if they are in that place back there, that they will understand that the greatness is right there in front of them. We exist with those ups and downs. It is a beautiful, beautiful thing. So guys, if you kept your eyes closed the whole time, please open them back up. I'm going to go ahead and kill the stars. Beautiful video. Ambient warp star field. Really, really awesome video. All right, guys. So now, I don't have Forex Factory. That's okay. I did not close out of Facebook. So, guys, everybody knows. So the dollar. So, we're like, what we always do. We're going to go ahead and get through the news right now. So, I'm going to go to the calendar. Oh, I don't have my, I'll leave this over here. All right. Here, I'm going to go ahead and, here, I'll kill this too. Okay, I just turned the blue light off so everybody will, it's not going to be orange as it is. I just saw that right now. But anyways, guys, how was your trades last night? Go into the chat right now. How was everything that you did last night? Was it, did you see what happened with UJ or any pair that you were trading? Did you catch any pips? Did you learn something new? I know that I was on with iWealth Club. All of those boys out there, you guys are amazing. Just with your commitment, with your consistency, with everything that you guys do. I love it all so much. And it was a pleasure being there with all of you boys last night. And I can't wait for the next ones. So we just went on and on and on with that education. It was just so powerful. So we're going to go ahead and get on the news right here. All right. 1 a.m. on Wednesday to 11:45. We are on Wednesday, the August 31st. Well, here in just a little bit, we'll be on the 31st. So now you're going to look at what we're looking at right now is nothing really. A little bit of Euro news, a little bit of GBP news. Not really anything that we're going to be looking for. However, there is a good pop of Euro news from at 5 a.m. my time, whatever that time it is for you guys. But 2:45 to 5 a.m. my time is just going to be back to back Euro news. So we might see a little bit of response from that on the Euro. I'll keep my eye on it as the rest of the night develops. If I'm going to be looking at anything Euro tonight. So besides that, we're going to go ahead and get into New York now, 8:15. We got a little bit of stuff coming out. You USD CAD guys, this is going to be really to you. Even though it's only one Canada release, you still are going to get a Canadian release on top of some USD news that's going to be coming out from 8:15 to 10:30 a.m. my time. And that's up to you if that's going to be something that's going to be concerning to you. If not, we're obviously going to continue on, and then 9 p.m. and then like right before we get onto the stream, we're going to have a little bit of what do we got here? What is CNY? I don't remember what CN. I think that's China. I think that's China's. But anyways, a little bit of odd news. So we do got some red folders happening later today. So pay attention to that. Make sure you write that down if these are any of the pairs that affect you. Obviously, as you guys all know, uh, NFP is going to be popping. It's going to be coming up, and remember. All right, so NFP is going to be. Remember, write that down that an NFP is being built up. Okay, so remember, just going forward, as we're going to be looking at everything tonight, I just want you to remember that today, or I'm sorry, not today, but Friday, this is what's going to be going on. 8:30 New York session. Everybody should know. That's what's going on. Bro, IWC, yo, guys, thank you for having me on, guys. Y'all reached out, and I'm more than happy to, put any type of things, but I'm also ready to learn from you guys as well. That's why I always encourage the chat, as we always are constantly pushing ideas. Yeah, you hear and see me, but you guys have just as much as a powerful voice on on the chat as I do. You're just hearing me. But guys, thank you all so much. Now remember, guys, the homework is due tomorrow. So if you have not watched it, I'm gonna go ahead and pull this up right now. This is your homework, and it is due tomorrow, and I want everybody that comes to get through at least one. And I'm going to it right now. It's on the Trade House Facebook page right here. I posted it here. I'll bump it. See, I don't even know if that really works, but 166 documentaries to expand your consciousness. I want somebody, and I know that some people already have, but get through one of these. Just one. Pick one. Whatever one reaches out at you. Remember the number so that we can come in tomorrow if you haven't done it yet, or even if you have done it, so we can bring all of our notes together and explain what everything was talked about, and what information was taught to you. What did you write down? What was meaningful to you, and how could that be applied to other people? Because everybody needs to understand that kind of information as well. So remember, homework due tomorrow. And if you don't do it, 20 push-ups. And you got to film it and send it. Just like what Cousin did. That's 20 push-ups if you don't get it done. Remember that. Tomorrow, get through it. It's on the Trade House Facebook page. If you need it, I'll even, if you make it easy for you, right there, I'll also put it into the chat. So we're not going to stick on it. That's going to be one of the topics for tomorrow. So we're going to be good with that. So we've gone through the news. We've gone through the scrolls, the daily affirmations that everybody needs to be hearing on a daily basis. And now we've already gone over news, homework that's going to be due tomorrow. So we are good on that. So what we are going to look at first, UJ. So guys, who all was in UJ yesterday, and how did it affect you? What happened? Can you get in on that Facebook group? Of course you can. Of course you can. Somebody, I will make sure, if it's not me, I see your name, Michael Allen. I got you. I wrote your name down. So if that's your name on Facebook, I'll get you added if nobody else does before me. But anyways, guys, who traded UJ last night? Who's upset of what the move that actually happened? Who was trading it last night when I went in onto the Trade House chat and I was like, guys, time to check the dollar index. I'm going to bring up a little bit of a mind-altering a mind-altering idea here that I want you to understand. And it's not necessarily mind-altering. It's just about what I want you to understand. I was explaining it a little bit ago. UJ and UJGU went to hell. It wasn't bad. Good, Kennedy. Max, it's okay. Finally here. UJ killed me. It's your fault, cousin. The ability that you had to recognize, you came forward and you're already coming back from it. So, cousin, you were absolutely okay, because remember, yesterday's sadness or yesterday's struggles or yesterday's pain or yesterday's pleasure, obviously gets inversed and inflicted onto the other side the next day as the rose dies the seed for the next one comes up as well. So never forget that kind of thing, cousin. Namaste for being here and staying with it. I know what happened. You know, I'm trying to experience what you had experienced to you. And I promise you, brother, this is why we have this community. So you can honestly just come on and say, guess what happened to me? And that other people can relate to you to the fact of, guess what? The market didn't go to your way. And you're owning up to the fact that you lost money, because that is what it takes. When you understand that money is going to come and money is going to go, just like anything else in life, you're free. You're free from that mindset of thinking that you were going to come into these charts and win every single time. And then that one time that you lose, you're just going to hold on to it. You're going to go to sleep that night and you're going to wake up the next day. And that's all you're going to think about is the losses that happened yesterday. But you've already told me that you're over it. So cousin, namaste. Namaste for your energy. I didn't expect for you, Jay, to rise that much. Lost a little bit, but gained a lot. Me too. All right, Daniel Insing, I'll get you. I'm writing it down. I'm not doing this for me. No, it went well, Max. Awesome. Morgan, it went well. Didn't enter UJ until a few hours ago after that doji. Grabbed 15 pips and pulled out because I think it needs a retest. I see what doji you're talking about as well. And market structure hasn't been respected lately, so a little cautious at the movement. Can I be added? Yeah, I got you. I'll write your name down as well.
Can I be added?
I will carry on. I will carry on till my days are gone. All right. So, all right. Ed Mog wants to be added as well. Sorry. I'm not. All right. All right. At the end, okay. Everybody who wants to be added to the group, just stick to the end, and then I will do it all together. So no worries about asking right now. Write it down on your notes so that you remember to get so you remember to ask. But I don't want to get stuck on that right now. So I got the names written down. We'll do it at the end of class. But yesterday, guys, this is what happened. I'm going to back it up to where we were yesterday with the market, and this is what we were looking at yesterday. We were seeing. And remember, I draw things on the blue with phases. This blue rectangle that the chart is in right now is a phase. I can delete it just to give you a little bit of a you know, what I'm looking at here. Do you see it? Do you see what I drew before I have to draw the box? I draw it just for, hold on, let me grab some water. Remember your breathing, guys. Take those big, deep breaths. Woo, love it. So what I'm drawing when I'm drawing phases is I'm going to give you what I'm looking for when I draw this. Somebody had asked me, so I wanted to make it clear what. Okay, so you can see here with this little arrow that as price came blasting up out of the last phase that it was in, that this is where it had capped out, and then this is where it closed. This was also where it came down. This was also a market close as well. So it also did open up higher, but the point is that this is the low. This is the low at the newest relevant spot. This is what you would call relevant price. This back here is not as relevant. It is still important, but it's not relevant to where price currently is. So this is defined. This right here is what I would define as my low. So what ends up happening as the market develops, this is the relevant high right there. That would be the relevant high. So what do I do as the way that I've been taught to trade? Oh my goodness. What's up, Mike? FGN in the house. You boys at FGN, bit exclusive. You can't lose when you learn. Besides, you have to consider what the money you invest in the markets is always draw the risk of losing, or it's also the thought instead of having that negative affirmation, because that was something that was introduced to me. I give a shout out to Sean for saying it. Instead of you considering that the money is already lost, consider that the money is already starting to develop for you. It's just not physically happening yet. Let's get to the positive ones. Remember, U.S. government is popping up the USD. Hyperinflation, very, very much. The Yellen speech last Friday, so market may not go via technical. Steven, namaste. Number 2, there had only been one push up from the consolidation off the bottom. Considering how low that was, there's not much point of a push-up, so would expect more. Yen is inflated at the moment versus USD and GBP, so would expect a long trend upwards on both pairs, especially combined with the U.S. government propping up USD. Is my education fee? It's your education fee. Yes, exactly. So, Steven, I love it. Thank you for passing those ideas around, brother. Thank you. So when I'm looking at this, or when we're looking at USD JPY, guys, I know for all of my regulars, I'm just giving it for the newest people. I'm giving it for the idea, so please bear with me, my family. So this is going to be my low, right? This is what I decided that was going to be my low. I don't draw red. I don't like red. We're on the hour. Okay, so my low, and I'm gonna go. I can even make it go all the way out like this just because I want to. I mean, I could stop here because it is apparent that price has left this phase. Oh, the hiccups are here. All right. So always remember, and of course that there's many different names for this type of trading, but I like looking at the bounce offs. I like looking at where the market is theoretically going to go. If you're not if you're not the style of trading of buy limits and sell limits and that kind of thing, this is something that might be new, or it's not something that may necessarily apply to you, but just hear it out and see if it's something that you might be able to implement to something that you are already doing to develop you've added more pieces to the Lego foundation things that you're building. If you change the way you think, the universe will react to those positive thoughts. Hector, namaste. So, as we're looking at USD JPY yesterday, what we were all looking at was everybody was saying the sell. I remember this candlestick happening. This one right here in particular. I'm gonna draw an eclipse. I think this has to be discussed, guys. This is something that needs to be discussed and talked about because this is not what people are hearing. So these 4 hours was the make or break it for everybody in UJ. And my UJ sell limits even got hit out. But I did not buy UJ. I had a buy stop. But I'll get to that in a second. So as this was all happening, and as everybody and all of the chats and all over the social media and everything that we all do, we were all talking and everybody was in the consensus that UJ, look at this, it's hitting a weekly zone. It's right here with the relevant support, or I'm sorry, the resistance that it was hitting at that particular moment. It did not break it. It closed below it. The next hour, you are having that drawdown. So this is what everybody was thinking. Now remember, guys, that when you are looking at brokers or the people that are designed to take money from you and give it to the people who know what's going on, this is what they see. And I do this, I want the visual. So when orders are like a UJ, and if we were like sitting in Germany or Slovakia or Italy or wherever the hell brokers are, whatever brokers you guys use, this is what they see. Us, if whenever you broker, they're like, oh man, they want to sell UJ. Bam, an order. Well, actually, I won't even draw this to be blue. I will draw these as this color. Okay, so this is what they see. Sells come in, sells are coming in, sells are, oh my goodness, everybody wants to sell. Look at this. That is a cluster. This is what you can consider a cluster of cells. So in their world, what you're not hearing is, what do you think is going to happen? The people that run music and run education and run health and run this and run that and do all of these things, hold energy back, free energy, whatever, they are in control of this market as well. So with that being said, apply that deeper sense of sentimental analysis into your thought process and say, guess what, guys? They are selling. Everybody can see that they're selling because they can see it. It's not like it's some hidden information. So what ends up happening? What is the move? What is the thing that they end up doing? They say, guess what? Forget technicals. We are going to come down here just like it did. We're going to show them this sell. We're going to show them this right here. I don't know if you can see it. And then guess what? All of these cells are still in. Every single one of these cells are still in because they're up. Why would they be out? If they didn't have a PIP goal, if they didn't have a trading journal, if they didn't have any rules, if they didn't have an accountability partner, they're still in this trade because they just want to make money. What the hell does that even mean? So when you are doing this, and as you are continuing to go further, You have to understand that guess what they're going to do? All of these little purple lines are sell orders. Well, they need to make their money, right? They're certainly not in the business of losing money. Bam. Here we go. Stopped everybody out. They got everybody stopped out. And then now UJ is consolidating at the level that it should be. Or that its newest level. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of these really quick. Because I drew a lot. But this is the point, guys. You have to understand what's going on. This world is not trying to hand you free money. This is not where you're going to come in and just start making money with people that have been doing this for years, that have already made these same mistakes and had that mind-opening moment, because that's why I said that's what we were going to have tonight. I hope that you're hearing what I'm saying. As I'm doing this, they are having all of these sales come in. They want all of that money. Because guess what? They have people that are buying, that are going to be buying what's going on, and that they are going to push the market up, and those people are going to buy. Well, they not only got to pay them out because they know that the move is actually going to be moving that way, or the people that are just buying it, you know, because that's possible as well, that people are just buying it because they think that something good is going to happen. Well, you know, they're going to get them, but they also got to make their money as well. So that's what's going to end up happening. And that's exactly what happened last night. So if you were in on UJ, take this as one of the deepest learning experiences that you can have. That technicals are not always the answer. Fundamentals are not always the answer. Sentimental analysis might be personally it's my favorite. I mean, it's just because it's you have to consider what everybody else in the world is thinking, not just the other traders to the left and to the right of you that are in agreement with you, but what about the people in Canada right now that have no idea with what we're doing here right now, or the people in Brazil that are trading as well, that all have a different bias as well. You have to consider all of this. And they are also probably drawing up the same support and resistance and all of that kind of stuff, but then even go deeper into sentimental analysis. What are the bankers doing? What do the people that want your money doing? What are they thinking? They already know that support and resistance. They see that they gave you. Oh, of course they're going to let this candlestick close in this zone. Of course they are. Because it's not always the answer. It's not always the answer. Technicals is not always the answer. As a matter of fact, technical analysis is hands down the most taught style of Forex. Hands down. People are always told that you can just draw stuff up and that you are going to be a bazillionaire out of Forex. Well, guess what? You will be making money off of technicals, but you're not going to be going to that next level that those traders who've been trading for 20 years that have understand market environment and market language, and they almost laugh at it because they're just like, oh my goodness, everybody's in on these sells, and they're probably just like, I'm buying it, I'm buying it, I'm buying it, I'm buying it, I'm buying it. That is such a deep, and I know, and I hope that you're hearing this, because I know so many people made this mistake on UJ. As a matter of fact, my buy limits here, and this is what I had said yesterday. So my buy limit was 101,713. That's in here somewhere. It's like, oh wait, no, wait, I'm sorry. Oh my god, I was looking at my buy limit. Oh my god. My buy limit is 101,713. Was at the bottom of that. It's still relevant right now. But yeah, no, my sell limit was at 102,698. So like right here. Mine was above that. Mine is that purple line. I had my sell limits drawn there, and of course I got stopped out on mine, but I also inversely had a buy stop at, and I don't my buy stop on UJ was 102,850. So right now, I am in right here. I'm in like right there because I had a buy stop that was way above the market price. You know what, guys? You can't go wrong with having such a ridiculous, like when I drew that, that was down here. It had to move. It had to break all of this in order to get up there, like 60 pips up, like a stupid amount up. And guess what? I'm still up on it right now. Leave anything to chance would leave a single second in the market to indecision. So what do you guys? I want to be a yeah, right? You got me looking at the market with a fresh pair of eyes, brother. Makes so much sense. Hector, thank you. Thank you for looking at the market differently and for being here and being a part of it. Even with the things like dojis, the textbook definition is that there is an indecision and they want you to send the market. You'll have to ask yourself, what do you think in a $5.3 trillion market would leave anything to chance? Would leave a single second in the market to indecision? Sean, why are you trying to blow all these people's minds in here? Why are you trying to speak all that truth right now? That's exactly the point. Everything is planned, fellas. Wake up. Wake up. It's there. It's apparent. They already know what's going to be going on before these news even gets released. It's very obvious. It's very, very obvious. Your idea is you want to understand and consider what they are thinking. They, whatever you want to call that, whatever you want to call those people, and that is exactly what happened with UJ last night, fellas. That is exactly what happened. So now we're going to discuss UJ. We are going to look at where it is. As we can see, it is definitely out of a phase right now, and it has created, what am I going to do, Mike? Okay, well, I'm going to do what I always do. It has created a low. There's the low, and there's the high. So right now, this phase is about this. My overall bias is what I've been saying the whole time. I've said this bias over and over and over, even when the chairman of the Fed spoke. This little beautiful little movement that happened right there, because I'm 100% real, that I told everybody, I was like, my strong bias was to the downside. And it did move down. It did move down for a little bit. It broke out of my zone for 30 pips. And guess what? My pip goal is 30 pips, but it turned around completely. And the dollar went up again. Right before the market closes, right before NFP starts happening. Consider all of this stuff, guys. Consider that this is what the market has involved with it, and that you're not the only person in here. You're not the only person in this world all trying to do exactly what you're doing as well. So that's exactly, this would be the definition. One person came out and was like, guess what? The dollar is just great right now. And I even said that. I was like, you know what? I could be 100% dead wrong. They are going to come out and say, guess what? Things are so great. Like, it cannot be any better than what it is right now. And that is exactly what happened. It pushed up, and now we had another push up. And that is exactly what we have been seeing on UJ, is now we have more and more pushes. It's Tuesday right now. We've got, 3 more days, right? Yeah, Tuesday. Oh my God, I cannot believe I had to count the days of the week. But UJ, we are getting hyperinflation on the dollar right now. When it drops, I swear, when the dollar drops, it is going to, huh? What? I don't know where your phone is.
Did you call yourself? Like, yeah, I was on.
But this hyperinflation has been happening for so long that when this dollar does fall, I keep saying it, when it does, it is just going, it's just gonna do it. Look at this. Just look at the overall trend of things. It is above all different types of zones. It broke that zone last night. Power sticked right above it. And so, I mean, why would the dollar continue? Okay, what makes more sense to them, guys? That's what you need to be asking yourself. What makes more sense in the world of corruption? Does that make more sense? Maybe. We got that movement, and then by the time NFP ends up happening, or are we just going to see this? Because that's what I'm thinking is going to happen. Maybe it is just going to continue to do it, just like what happened in The Big Short, when they knew that the housing market was supposed to crash, but it just wasn't. It was just going up. Why? Manipulation. Whatever word that people like to use is the answer, guys. What would that be considered the second phase? Hector, I don't know, because it completely is not respecting phases right now. Like, well, I mean, it did respect this phase, so it's not that it didn't respect this phase. Technicals are not the answer right now. That's why I'm so adamant on not teaching technicals right now, because, hold on, let me get some water. Lucas, thank you so much, brother. I didn't see that. Thank you so much. You boys out there at IWC, man. I tell you what. I love you guys so much because you know what? I know that all of you boys are about to get off of mine and hop onto this London session with CD, the man himself, and then y'all are probably gonna be throwing down another webinar tonight. I love it so much. All right, so UJ guys, now I'm gonna get some corrections on what I think. First of all, I am definitely setting sell stops, and I'm gonna be setting some very, very deep sell stops because when that dollar falls, if I'm for some reason not paying attention, I am coming back, and I'm going to put it at the top of this last phase, which is 102.28. No, 102.382. And I might even go lower than that as well. I'm going to have sell stops for days all over all the USD pairs, like so low that it doesn't even matter that they're in, that they're in or not, unless the dollar just, which is what I'm thinking is going to happen. I can have 100 different sell stops in, and it wouldn't matter. The beauty of pending trading, guys. So my sell stops are going to be way down there. I'm probably going to set a the sell limit, you know, I'll definitely go with the sell limit just back at the top. Sell limit at the top. Let's see if we can find any. Let's see if we can hop out to the 4 hour if we're gonna find anything different. If we're gonna get a different answer anywhere. So I'll go ahead and just draw this relevant price. It's gonna be a purple line. I know, no push-ups, please. All right, so even on the 4 hour, you can also see that the moving average completely got blasted through. But that doesn't mean anything into that you know that it's just going to continue to head up. There's really nothing to suggest that. Okay, so we've got some really, really deep channels right now. It's heading up to the top of those. Get this arrow out of the way so I can see. So even like on these much bigger trends that I have going right now, UJ's coming up to that. So where price, give me 1 second. All right, so that right now is 42 pips away from this channel that I have drawn from the top of that UJ drop when it started to drop, and it's been respecting pretty well. So I might even put a sell limit where probably, let's see if we can get any more confluence. I also do have a zone way up here, but that's not going to be relevant. Nothing is really relevant at this price except for this right here, but yeah, I'm not. Okay, so what about this then? 103.521. 103.521. And remember, these aren't signals, these aren't calls. Always trade at your own risk. These are just my biases. You guys, you all know this. I know that you just know that I gotta say it just to make it clear that I don't even agree with signals necessarily. I know that they're helpful in certain ways, but I just like to give my biases. All right, so UJ, I'm just extremely expecting this downside movement. It's going to be nasty when it happens. When it happens, and that's always the question. So if it's going to continue to head up, I will set a buy limit. I'll set a buy limit at the low. And my stops, I always got my stops in. And asking me for a stop loss isn't going to be that helpful because my stops are going to have to be different than yours unless me and you definitely, or I mean me and you had the same, you know, account size. Exactly, Ben. I made 43% last week buying GJ with the trend on a standard. Wow, Steven, that's dope. Rookie question, no such thing, Ronald. But is plus 500 a good platform to trade? To be completely honest, that is not a rookie question because I don't even know what plus 500 is. If you think about it, it would make sense for them to drop UJ very soon. Going off just your chart, retail traders would now have been convinced themselves that it is no longer going to be a sell. Oh, Sean, look at you. Look at you thinking like that and decided to market execute into a buy. That I would have been into the whole plan. Two massive spikes. Retail goes off, ship better, go into a sell right now. Now there's all those extra orders in the market. Namaste. They've got to make that money first. Sean, you hit it right on the dot. You hit it right on the dot. Exactly. How are they going to make their movies right? How are they going to do it right now? That is exactly what I'm saying. That is exactly what I'm saying. Always bring that type of thought process into your mind, guys. When you're trading, this is why trading is so much more about that self-reflection than anything else. It's not about your technicals. It's about your level of understanding of how to play a game. All right. So, UJ, I've got my orders placed on UJ. We're not going to spend any more time on UJ. We've been on it long enough. So, what should be our next pair? Look at AU next. Not one on a string. I'm not one of your machines. All right, so.
Oh, they're all
All right. I'm not doing this for me. It's bigger than what you choose to see. All right, so AU obviously left its phase. Remember, guys, that it had a remember as it broke down out of this daily, this purple zone that I have right now, respected it many times, and this is that technical analysis that came right on point. So that was a really good, you know, this was a very good move that you could have seen. Now with where price is and as it's come back into things, I also have a random trend line here, and that was from like one of that lows down here. Why are these purple? I don't know why that's purple, but what I think that I like that process, Sean. Shout out to Zach and Trade and Education. Oh, don't you bring the boys traded in here. The master Goku Eddie Viteri, when he comes back from whatever it is that he's doing. Man, shout out to Zach, you know, all of them, yes. Because it's something, and it was funny because after I went through their education, I've always you know, guys, I want to let you know something very personal about me. I've always tried to consider myself that consciousness being to myself. I don't talk about this with other people. That's why I said this is a really intimate thing for me to say. That I always do my best to see what's actually going on. And so when I got into Forex and when I was introduced this, I really got sold on the hype. I really got bought into the idea that this was going to be the key out. And then when I got introduced to trading, especially, that they showed me, hey, stop that. Stop buying into the idea that all of this stuff is just about to start happening just because you got introduced to the market. No. Remember, we live in a world of greed and corruption. They are not about to bring in something like that that is going to just make everybody money. Do you know who's going to lose in this money? Who's just going to lose all of their money? The people who come in based off of that ideology, guys. Trade-in brought that to me, and it hit me so hard in the face when they knocked me back into it. It's like, hey, wake up. You know what we're talking about. You know what's going on. This isn't the case. And I fell for it. I fell for it again. After all of the years and the work that I've put into myself, I still fell victim to their game. I got into that same idea, and it really got me. And it brought me back into the reality of, guess what? My mind paradigm, my paradigm shifting experience was when I remembered, guess what? There's rich people in the world. There's evil, corrupted people in the world that are looking at this market right now about how they're about to make billions out of it. And I thought that they weren't there for a second. Namaste. Namaste, Sean. Thank you so much. And thank you so much, Zach. If you're here, brother, thank you, Stefan and Eddie. I'm pretty sure you guys aren't, but thank you guys so much for being what you guys were and what you guys are. All right, so AU. Like we said, guys, it's out of this little phase that we got right now. We'll go ahead and back out to that 4 hour. Are we going to get any little bitty levels right here? What are we going to see? I tend to fight for what I love and know is right. I will carry on. All right, I need to draw green. That would be. I'm sorry, guys. I was just focusing there for a second. That is the relevant low on AU right now, at least, is something that it's getting away from. So I just kind of back tested it and see where else that this price has been doing. And you get a lot of action. There's a lot of action right here at this particular phase as well. So it might be a little bit powerful. I'm gonna go ahead and just get rid of this fib. I don't like it.
A tunnel for sure.
Back and forth.
Last guy's
Let me
was
get
A.
on the daily here.
Yeah. I guess not. He was over here though.
I'm just drawing a fib right now, guys. No, being a little quiet. Oh my goodness. I'll stay and fight for what I know is right. Alright, so this is on the hour. It is also respecting that line down here as well. But remember what we think and what we're thinking about the dollar. As we can see, the dollar has continued to move. So in accordance with things on AU, I am going to, of course, do what I always do. I'm going to let that market come to me, fellas. And so if we're going to be seeing, naturally we should be in an upside movement for AU. But if the dollar is just going to still continue to do what it's doing, then this pair is going to continue to go down if it's going to hyperinflate. So I'm going to set something down here. I don't know, something just completely random. 0.74709. I'm not even going to like look for any other technicals. I'm just going to let that thing fall. If it's going to come down there and touch it, if not, what did I lose? All right, so that would be the sell stop on AU. And then, of course, I'm going to have a buy limit back down at the retest. If it makes it 7.4, no, it's like right on 0.75, isn't it? Yeah, it's 0.75000 for that buy limit. All right, and I'm expecting the upside movement. So I'm going to be looking for some good opportunities. But if it were to theoretically come back up at the top, 0.7, so that would be my sell limit. I'm not doing this for me. 0.7579. All right, so sell limit and then a buy stop. I'm not. Buy stop. Why not? I'll have something somewhere.
I'll help you set this up.
0.75872. So cool. That's AU. What song are you listening to? It's a song that I posted. I would have to explain so much to even explain like the level, the frequency that I'm at right now. But it's Memphis Mayfire's new song. I posted it on my Facebook. You can find it on my Facebook wall. I think AU is still heading down. I think so too. I would like to see. You're thinking that the dollar is going to get stronger, Adriana. Same here. Thanks for your education and time, Mike. Thank you, brother. Thank you for being here. Thank you. All right, so that's going to be AU. Does anybody have any questions on AU? Adriana, good input that you think AU is still going to head down. That just means that the dollar is going to continue to hyperinflate as it's been doing. Oh. And another thing that we need to do really quick is we're going to check DXY. All right. All right, so this is where we are with the dollar index right now. Boom, 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 boom. Make big, nice little moves up. Up on the DXY, little bit of a retracement down. And what you were saying, Adriana, this would help in course that fight that we're gonna have a level move. We're gonna have our first, higher highs and lower lows kind of thing going on right here as it's happening. It could be happening again. We could easily get another level of rise. Another level of rise in here. Like this. Creating that higher high. Doing it again. And then something like that. A projection up there. Coming to retest this high. So just always remember to check this dollar index. We'll check it on the stream. Let's just take a second to breathe. Oh my goodness, guys, do you feel that? Do you feel the synchronicity of all of the other people's energy? Namaste. I love it. Awesome. I love it. All right. So this is the dollar index. Hey, Mike, you're great. No, Lucia, thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being who you are as a person. And yes, we may not have necessarily met, but it does not matter because the fact that you're here is telling me that you are looking for something more. Thank you guys for being here. Don't thank me. I don't do this for you. I do this for you guys. I don't do this for me. But then again, to a deeper sense, I don't do this for even you guys. I do this for what we choose to see, the bigger picture of things. This has to happen. This is almost an obligation for me. This is an obligation for me. I feel obligated to speak. If I know something and you guys don't, balance. Namaste. Love it. I've OD'd on life. Yes, I have. You wait till I get on a drum set. My whole life is just gonna become better when I can have a drum set again. Oh, it sucks I had to sell it, but when I do it, my whole life experience is just gonna improve quintuple fold as it used to. I'm sorry, I got off on a tangent. All right, so that's the DXY. AUSD is also trending back in my little phase there as well, and it's also it also is respecting that trend line. Technicals are going against each other right now. Bing, breakthrough. What? No, guys, thank you. So why did you sell it, Ronald? What? Why did I sell what, Ronald? I don't know what you're talking about. But AU, I have limits on top and on bottom of it. I have stops and top and on bottom of it. We're not going to stick on AU anymore. We're going to go ahead and hop on to the next pair. What would you guys like to look at? GJ, I already know it. Uh-oh, somebody, I just want to bring this up real quick. Somebody from our HEB trade house, shout out to my boys. Last night I got greedy. I was up 200, kept raising my TP, forgot to put a stop loss in, fell asleep, blew his account. I wasn't following his rules. I was being dumb, but I'm learning from my mistakes. Bow, namaste, brother, because that is exactly what it takes for you. I wasn't following my rules. I was being dumb, but now I am learning. Namaste. Big shout out right there, just real quick. It's crazy that, oh, I gotta sneeze. God. Okay, let's go ahead. It turned into a yawn. Oh, why did I sell it? I had to. I had to sell it. Drums are not only the loudest instrument, the most expensive instrument. You have to have a space to be able to play them and really open up. Y'all want to know something extremely low-key about drums? If any of you guys listen to music, what is the most common instrument? As a matter of fact, what is the instrument that is in every single genre of music that has ever been made ever? You already know what it is. Drums. Why? Because you have a heartbeat. And you will always have that heartbeat. So drums are just integral for the rhythm, for the beat, for the foundation, for the structure of any type of song that people choose to create. Learn to play drums. It is way better than sex. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm not even gonna go into that. I'm just saying sexual release has one particular focus on the body. Drums involve all of your body. That's all I'm gonna say about it. Now we're gonna hop to GJ. I will carry on, and my days are gone. Oh my goodness. GJ, hello. All right, so as you can see, broke out of the phases completely. Oh, I still have TDIA Traders Index right here. Shout out to my boys Tyson and all the Aussie boys. I'm still trying to get to learn that and how it's all done. Mike, you make me smile, brother. Ben, thank you. Sean, of course I listen to a Day to Remember, Sean. I'm listening to the song right now. Austin, how many times have I listened to the song already? You don't know? You know? Yeah. Okay, he's not even paying attention. So I've listened to it literally nonstop. You can ask people around me. I get addicted to a song. You want to know something, Sean and Ben? Last night, literally after we got off of the webinar, we had our trade session here. Then we all got onto the London session, and then we all got onto the IWC webinar, and then we were all just discussing ideas and stuff. And then when we finally get off, I hop onto YouTube, and of course, one of my favorite bands from Dallas, Texas, the same place where I come from, where I resonate, they just made and released a new song. And I'm listening to it right now. I have the ability to definitely keep up with conversations and do everything that we're needing to do and listen to a song. I can multitask very, 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 very well. But it's because I'm listening to the same song over and over. It's not like I'm hearing something new or doing something new. I've already listened to the song literally over 200 times. Like, I promise you guys. Yeah, Tyson left his mark on your chart. Yes, he did. Yes, he did, man. Yes, A Day to Remember is also releasing a new album as well. We're not going to talk about music right now. We're not going to get off on that. I will not stop. So GJ, obviously it does the same. It has done the same thing that all of the other pairs has done as well. As you can see, all of the pairs have left my phases. Market moves together. So I'm going to go ahead and write up GJ. All right, so GJ. I don't need those green. I'm on a 45 minute too. All right. I'll carry on. All right, so the low that was created, and now this is the high that has been created. On GJ, it is right there at the top of the zone, just like what AU was at the top, UJ was at the bottom. Excuse me, the hiccups. Gonna mix it up sometimes and throw in some rise against in there. Hey. It's all you're all good, brother. It's all good. So GJ obviously making the same move. All of the markets are seeming to kind of follow each other right now. They're like, oh, we're all moving. Well, we're all moving as a group right now. So GJ on its lowest low in its new relevant zone would be 134.543. So that's relevant low. That could be any type of limit that you would like. The no is right. I will carry on till my days are gone. 134.54321. Synchronicity. All right, and then a sell stop. I'm gonna go ahead and put it back up into the top in the middle. Have it way down there, just so if if it doesn't hit it, no sweat off my back. All right, and then the sells and the buy stop, you got to look for the relevant highs. I've done this with all of the pairs now. I'm looking for the next relevant highs and all of that good fun stuff. So even on the 4 hour, GJ also, UJ broke the moving average on the 4 hour. GJ also broke the 200 moving average at the 4 hour as well. So that's always, once again, just good information to consider, but doesn't mean that doesn't necessarily mean one thing is going to happen. Okay. You had to limit this. This must be a facade because people like us don't have the means nor resources to make it in Forex. Yeah, I hear you. Had a buy limit at 133.263, missed by like 5 pips. Not even mad, kind of impressed. Isn't it dope when you like barely miss your limits and it just like literally just makes the move, but you were just a tad bit up. That means, Sean, that you were right there. I think Jay will so Ben thinks GJ is gonna ride up to the 136-ish area. Oh, that's on a 50%. Oh, look at that. That's also my fib too. Look at that. Oh, no. That's my .236. I'm sorry. But I also have that level up there as well. And that is all. Yeah, that's like some really good stuff. So you can even have a sell limit way up there at the 136.071. So a sell limit way conservative up there. Way up there. And I'll set another one small, like closer and more relevant. I'm probably gonna come up. We've got a little bit of confluence right here going on. About 25 more pips up, 135.30. All right, so that's GJ, and my buy stop. Literally, I like to just put my buy stops like literally in the middle of nowhere, just because if that's the way I like to have buy stops or sell stops sit, is that if price just starts tanking, that it just accepts the order, and it also kind of keeps your broker's eyes off of your order anyways. They won't care if your order gets hit. So that's GJ. GJ's still going to be making the same moves. I also, if you're thinking that the pound is going to continue to rise as well over the yen, retracement from the previous downtrend. Yes, if it goes high, it'll hit my 500 pip TP. Oh my, Steven, that boy, Steven, man. I tell you what. All right, so I tell you what, I'm King of the Hill up in here. I will never be like you. I'm not a puppet on a string. I'm not one of your machines. GJ, UJ, AU. What's going to be the last pair we're going to check, guys? What is going to be the last thing that we're going to look at? We're going to look at one more pair because we all have to get ready for the legend himself, CD, to get on 12/22. Namaste. Gotta take off. See you all at London stream, Sean. Yeah, I know we all gotta wrap things up as well too, brother. So actually, that's good. Why don't we just leave it at that tonight? Everybody, right now, we're gonna go ahead. We can just go ahead and wrap things up. Remember, homework due tomorrow. If not 20 push-ups, you gotta film it and put it on Facebook if you're taking things seriously. Right now, go into the chat right now and go ahead and type your Facebook email so I can have it. Oh, okay. Yeah, guys, here, Adriano. Yeah, we'll look at it. We'll look at it later. We're gonna go ahead and get off because we gotta get ready for the London session. We gotta all take a breather, eat, do all that kind of fun stuff as well. So with that being said, guys, make sure that you're putting your names in the Facebook if you would like to get added to the closed trade house group, so you can be with all the nuggets that get dropped in there in our chat as well. Go ahead and start dropping your emails. And then after you do that, I want you to go ahead and we're going to wrap things up the right way. So eyes closed. I got to turn this back on a second. All right. So with your eyes closed, guys, let's go ahead and take 3 full deep breaths as a group, as a synchronicity. So all right, guys, with your eyes still closed and you continuing your breathing exercises as you were just letting the reality around you encompass what you want and what you need and what you are manifesting into your life right now, is as you physically are literally bringing it into yourself, the breath of life just it just feels good. It feels so good to be able to breathe, guys. Never forget that. But guys, I want to thank you all so much for being here tonight. I want to thank you all so much for passing your ideas around, for passing your confluences around, for passing your biases around, for helping co-create the experience that we all shared here tonight. Not me, not you, but all of us as a group. We got the trade room out in Dallas. All of them and all of that. Candace, you were an absolute legend with what you were doing. IWC, my IML family. We've got boys from Kaizen here right now. We've got everybody here, guys. We love and appreciate everything that you guys do on a daily basis. Thank you for being a part of what we have going on an everyday basis. And you know that we are going to be here tomorrow. Open your eyes. Thank you all so much once again. I hope that you guys are ready to manifest the pips that you are ready to catch tonight, and that you are going to have those positive affirmations from the greatest salesman in the world, that you are going to master your emotions, that everything that we talked about tonight is something that is going to resonate with you, and that you are going to bring it into your daily life, and that you're not going to stop. You're going to keep pushing. You're going to make sure that you watch one of those documentaries, because if you don't, what is ever going to change? If you're not holding yourself accountable, what's ever going to change? So with that being said, guys, namaste. Please, if you wouldn't mind giving us a shout out on social media, give me a shout out, give the trade houses a shout out, tag it so I can see it. It's one of the only things that I ever asked for. Thank you all so much, and we will see you tomorrow night, guys. Have a great night. Till my days are gone. See you all at the London session.
Too good.
Something I am not.